What up, people? It's Yella here. Welcome back to Organically Speaking with Yella. Today, we about to get into another reaction video, another episode of Sip and Smoke with Cam Newton. And today, his guest is Chainz, the rapper. And we're going to chop it up with them, see what they talking about, and get back into it. So check it out. All right, let's go.
Boom, you smoke cigar. I know you smoke. You feel me?
I'm gonna need a few lessons, and I ain't gonna lie. You had to really put me down
OG
with it.
now.
You got to put me down with it.
You OG.
Don't inhale. They tell me
No,
don't.
sir. You better not, because you gonna go to hell.
Off the rip. Chainz, I'm surprised because he definitely smoked weed, but smoking on them cheapers, yeah, you definitely don't inhale. That is a whole other ball game if you do, but you just kind of enjoy the taste and you just may be smooth with it, but you definitely do not inhale a cigar for all you people wanting to get into that game. No, don't do it. All right, let's go.
You feel me? There you go. There you go.
That's how you twirling it, looking like a real player.
And can somebody again tell me what the hell is Cam Newton wearing? Come on, man. You got too much money. Like, who the hell is your stylist? Like, I can't do it.
Yeah. So check, since you're the guest, bro, go on and make the toast. What we toasting to?
We're gonna toast to prosperity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. More wins.
More wins.
Love and happiness.
Hello.
All right. Amen.
Goodbye. 6 studio albums.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
College Paul for folks who really from, you know what I'm saying?
From the South Side, that's how we pronounce
South Side, you feel me? Pronounced with an F, but it's spelled with TH.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
South.
What motivates you, bro?
My family. Knowing I got other mouths to feed, I love that. Knowing I got to take care of other people, I love that. I got a mama that's still alive, 70 years young, you know what I'm saying? She enjoys going to my restaurants and my clubs and hanging out with my uncles, you know what I'm saying? My aunts, cousins, you know what I'm saying? My wife and kids. I just like taking care of people. And in order to take care of people and to maintain the lifestyle, I got to work for it.
Yes, sir. How has Atlanta affected you in your maturation, not only through the rap game, not only for your career, but just the influence that you've had, the wave that you done created, you know what I'm saying, over the years?
I mean, Atlanta's been, as far as the music scene and the culture scene, Atlanta been like on top for like 2 decades, you know what I'm saying? And we just keep passing the baton to each other. We keep sharing money and followers and everything, you know what I'm saying? And it just works out for the city. And so for me, me being from here, I use a lot of my experiences to tell stories and to really cash out on them. It's really crazy. So a lot of my darkest nights, they more like investments, you know what I'm saying? And they end up paying off down the end.
It's swell. I think something that was hella dope. Not a lot of people can say they worked with LeBron, but you guys collabed together for your album.
Basically, what the thing with LeBron was, I put out an album called "Rapper Go to the League." It was a statement that I put out that actually was contrary to what I was saying. I was basically saying you don't have to rapper go to the league to be successful as a African American or a black person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was saying like it was basically saying kind of like what he was saying with more than an athlete, when they were trying to tell him to shut up and dribble. So we had like the same initiative, and it had a strong alignment. And he loves music. Like he's a basketball player. To be on his level, man, he really shares a lot of like intimate moments when he just like kicking it in his Maybach or whatever car. And he playing everybody music.
Everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he like tagging them, you know what I'm saying? Knowing you helping these folks, bro. He know this, he know what he doing. People don't do that, bro. And so I would really just celebrate him, you know what I'm saying? And adding value to both of us. It's just like something he can put on his resume that he's done, you know what I'm saying? And I can always show my kids that I had my boy in the studio just kind of like kicking it. But you know, the main thing with him was just like, he heard a lot of the songs before they came out. And even now he's heard unreleased music. It was just like me getting a strong opinion like from him and a few others, which I do with all my projects, but I know how much he enjoys music.
Yeah. So, for the record, folks don't understand you've been in the game.
Yeah, I've been in the game.
You've had the success that you've had for a long period of time. What's the secret?
Passion and the ability and the know-how to get the job done, but really just passionate. Like, I'm gonna go to the studio as soon as I leave here. I stayed in the studio till 6 o'clock this morning. You know how people be like, what days you work next week? I work every night. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You dropped an album in the pandemic. And
a hard-ass album.
Super suave. Young enough to be a...
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that one. That's yeah.
What was that whole process like? You know, the music industry. Well, not even that. Just the creative of creating stuff. People still being scared of this invisible monster and COVID.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was that music that you created to date, or was it just from the archive?
I worked through COVID. It actually forced you to be more creative because you had to use the things that you have to get your point across. So you couldn't like cast no models and stuff like that. You couldn't go like borrow cars and all that stuff. You had to use, the items that you had. So for me, it made my videos more doper. It made my ideas more doper.
I just wanted to stop it right there. Again, they talked about investing in here, which I love to hear our people talking about. He also just talked about, well, first of all, for those who don't know, 2 Chainz was from another group called Player Circle. They had some dope jams with Lil Wayne in there too. I forgot the other cat name, but he used to be called Titty Boy. So, yeah, that's crazy, but I love it because he reinvented himself. And, man, he just became super successful after that. So I love he didn't give up. He made himself stronger. And that's to anybody, don't give up. If, one door closes, that does mean another one will open. And, and he talked about COVID. For me, it's been bittersweet. Although I did get it back in January and had to go through the period and stuff and got better, thank goodness. And I'm actually getting ready to get my shot tomorrow, thank goodness. But yeah, like COVID's been bittersweet because I did find my way to the market and investing back in October. So I love that. On top of it did bring out my creative juices. That's how Organically Speaking with Yella started, and I'm hoping to grow this thing. So don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid of embarrassing yourself to better yourself. So keep doing you, and I hope everybody, takes heed to that. And like I said, invest. Dividends, baby. It's compound interest. I love it. Just you can't stop. So let's go.
It made my album was, to me, when people listen to it, because of songs like Quarantine Thick, Gray Area, Lambo Wrist, Feel Away. These things, they sound like 2020, if that makes sense. Like, the only way you make a song called Quarantine Thick is if you have to go through quarantine and you gain weight. You know what I mean? So these songs right here, like, they kind of have a time mark to it. Like 5 or 10 years when we look back, you can hear these songs and kind of not have to Google what year they came out because of the stuff that I talked about. Because I was doing it through the pandemic, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's people that's going through a lot right now, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it and I respect it. And even from where I am, I'm doing what I can to help, give back, spread information, share information. Yeah. People like us, we get approached with like all these different investments all of a sudden, like invest here, invest there, you know what I'm saying? We probably partners on something and don't even know it, you know what I'm saying? So it's my job to try to have that trickle down to, some of the guys in the streets who are just as educated but don't have that, opportunity and ain't got the money too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but one of the most creative things that I've probably ever seen you do, right? And this is a person that I admire you from being from the same area that I'm from, being able to make it out, you know what I'm saying, multi-millionaire, a person that's multifaceted and making money, not just in your profession that everybody knows you from, but big into real estate, big into creating opportunities for many different people. The thing that really caught my attention about you, bro, you went on tour in a damn wheelchair and sold that out.
Yeah, I made about 11 million that tour. Couldn't even stand up. I got a plate in his leg, so I was like, I had to keep it elevated like this, cause it had to stay, you know, like.
That was a Pretty Girls Love Trap Music tour.
Yeah. And the guy that made the wheelchair actually passed away before the tour was over. That album just clicked on all cylinders. Like 5 records went platinum or above. And it was just, I recorded that album differently than I recorded any other project ever.
Yeah.
In the way I did it. And it worked. It's weird how that worked.
Like when you're in that mode of creating an album, take me to that place. Like
I'm always working. So I work every night, you know what I'm saying? And what happens is I'll record, and then I come up with a concept, an album title and a concept. And I try to fit everything under this umbrella, because you said earlier about how people put out singles. I put out bodies of work and
yes,
stuff.
Sir.
With my project, like I'm talking about, I'm in Google going down like rabbit holes and stuff like that. I'm just like chasing information, whether it's old skits I'm looking for the least views on certain videos. I'm just like really digging for information. Then I try to match the music up with this concept and with this message I'm trying to put across. And I'm knowing that it's going to catch and relate, whether or not when I drop it years on down the road. So that's my process. The songs I do tonight might make an album next year or this year, or they might not ever come out, period. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to record. And the only way to know if it's going to be a good song is to record it.
Let me ask you this from a person that's oblivious to the structure of creating music. Would you ever come out with another mixtape?
I am. Yeah, I'm about to. So this is what happened. I had songs left over from So Help Me God. And instead of doing a deluxe, which is like, here go, like, which is basically saying, here go my leftover songs off.
Right.
I'm just going to do a mixtape because I have another title, and then I added like, it's going to be short. It's going to be like maybe 8 or 9 songs. Yeah. But it's going to be a mixtape.
But it's a great body of work.
Yeah. Yeah, it still ain't no frisbee. It's just like
no frisbee.
It ain't no frisbee. It's still like it's still gonna play lists. It's like I got a couple features on there that's gonna be like, oh, you know, whatever. So it's gonna do it. But it's almost like a appetizer or a commercial break before I drop Collie Grove with myself and Wayne. We're working on that right now. So in the meantime, I'm just feeding the algorithm of this whole system by putting out music that's still hot and creative and keeping me, you know, me popping up and stuff. And then I'm gonna drop the whole thing on them people real soon though. Real soon.
So a lot of people know you as 2 Chainz. Take me through that transition when you was Tit. Well, really, you was Titty Boy. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Then you went to 2 Chainz, and now you're Tony.
That's right.
You did.
Yeah, I'm Tony.
So take me through those different transitions. Why and where you at with it?
Well, I guess my why would be in business. Every 3 years they do a reevaluation in a real company, in a Fortune 500 company. Very few people besides the CEO stay in the same position, you know, for decades. And so the reason for my initial name change was very organic. I was saying Titty 2 Chainz on my mixtapes, but apparently I was wearing them. But, you know, I could look at people when I told them my name was Titty Boy, I could look at their facial expression. You know what I'm saying? I studied psychology in school, so I could look at your body language, you know what I'm saying, in some cases. And I could tell that they wasn't like even willing to give me an opportunity. And these stories came out after people found out that I was the same person, you know what I'm saying, and thought, you know, 2 Chainz was hard and didn't even know that Titty Boy was the same person.
Right.
When 2 Chainz came, it was like fun to say. People enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? And that all came with me recording every night and putting out music, and it just came super organically. Didn't nobody name me that. I don't even remember naming myself that, but I do remember doing a mixtape and telling Bigger Ranker. And he was saying, Tit, you know what I'm saying, Titty Boy. I was like, hey, make sure you say 2 Chainz, and boy, make sure, you know, I remember telling him like, you know, hey.
Gotta love it, man, when you can reinvent yourself like that. So I give him his props on again reinventing itself, and again touching back on the investment. You definitely got to be careful, because once you see some type of wave of income or grow your wealth, people do start coming at you. Hey, try this, try that, It makes me think of what was that special on Sports Illustrated about the no, what was it? ESPN rather, about the athletes that went broke. I mean, and people have seen millions, multiple millions, and people came at them, and everybody got an idea all of a sudden. It's strategic. I mean, you got to be careful because every idea ain't a good idea, but you got to keep trying, and it's a journey along the way. So my man smart though, sound like he got some education behind him. So I love it, man. So keep moving, keep growing. So take care of your family.
Folks call me this too, you know what I'm saying? Because like on the net, that's where it started at. Once it started spreading, then your homeboys
Old National,
yeah,
for the lingo,
yeah,
the net.
So when people in our neighborhood start calling you this name, it's like this the name. Same thing with Tony. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting called Tony for years. It's an analogy to do with like being in that game and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They still call me Tony. You know what I'm saying? To this day, you know what I'm saying? It just I started revealing that side to the fans and they enjoyed it too.
Yeah. Tony, you feel me? Tony. So that brings us to our nightcap question, before we get out of here. The thing that I ask every single guest is the same question in the nightcap, and I'm gonna ask you the same question. It's kind of a three-parter, but what's now and what's next for 2 Chainz, right? And the last part is there something that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
So what's now for 2 Chainz is I'm trying to make wise and lucrative investments.
Yes, sir.
So down the road, they'll pay off. And I'm sure you just saw the picture of Hov with his gold bottles and all of that. Yeah, I aspire those type of things because I take those kind of risks too.
What's next?
I want to take acting lessons. I do want to do that. Yeah, I want to take acting lessons. That just remind me I need to call the lady back. I want to take acting lessons because I just don't want to get in a space and not just be like seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if an actor tried to come in the studio and rap, I would be pissed off if they ain't, or make a beat if they ain't know what they were doing.
I just seen Idris Elba.
Mm-hmm. I ain't see it though.
He's dropping an album.
A lot of artists. I mean, shoot, Eddie Murphy dropped an album. You know what I'm saying? People dropped albums.
What's something that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
Oh, man, I told somebody that I had never snowboarded before. Like, I thought about that. My friend Trouble Andrew sent me some snowboard stuff. First of all, I kind of don't like being cold, but I kind of want to try it. If that makes sense.
Rich, bro. You can do that.
Put snow in the yard, right?
Nah, I ain't. That's
super rich.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Now you feel me?
Yeah, you did it before.
I have. I skied before.
You skied.
Snowboarding is more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes.
Which one for us tall athletes? I thought that would be. You think skiing? Because
you got 2 feet in there, you could just sway side
once
to
you
side.
get the rhythm, it's like that for real. What about when that thing going super fast though?
But you just open. I believe you open your legs to slow it down.
Okay.
Or it's one way or another. But man, look, the fact is, bro, I would be remiss if I ain't let you know what I'm saying, personally how I felt about you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for paving the way for dudes like me coming out the city. You know what I'm saying? And putting a microscope to the city is more or less coming out of College Park. You dig? A lot of people don't come out from where we done came. The Nat, you know what I'm saying? Discount Mall, Charlotte, Godby Road, you feel me? Flat Shoals Road, you dig? Mm-hmm. And you did it. You're still doing it. Man, I be drawing inspiration from the drip. It's immaculate. You know what I'm saying?
No, you be doing it. Oh my God. What do you boy?
But people don't understand that's just where we came from.
Yeah, no.
It's a lot of waves. It's a lot of.
We care.
You know,
we really care how we look and what we put. You know how some people
you gotta put it together.
Yeah, you know, they be like, such and such finna come on. Like, I don't care. Like, we finna go here. People be like, you gonna wear that? And they be like, yeah, I don't, what? That ain't, man. What?
I'm gonna rock that.
Put it on, I'm putting it on.
You see what I'm saying? And you can put it together, man. Way back when, man, when you was getting superlatives in high school, bro. Yeah. You wanted to see who was the best, best dressed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But listen, bro. Thank you, man, for blessing us.
Thank you, man.
That Sip and Smoke, man. Cheers to that. You dig what I'm saying?
Brother.
Boom. And like I always say,
man. Sip and smoke. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like I always say, to end the show, man. One finger, one pinky, one thumb. One love, man. Appreciate you, my brother, and we out of here.
Man, What the hell does Cam Newton have on? He look like a leopard Grim Reaper or something like, and he got what is it, knickerbockers or whatever, or capris or whatever. Like that's too damn much. I can't do it, man. If that's a part of being rich, I can't do that part. So, but again, another good little show with 2 Chainz. Sound like he doing the right thing with his life and with his investments. Ain't never into the trouble that these youngsters be in, but you know, I love seeing our people do good and making wise decisions, because I hate hearing about the stuff of people done seen $1 million and went broke. So it just, I guess sometimes the wrong people get a hold of it, or just, you know, I don't know, but I'm trying to get there, but there's certain things I will not do, and I'm glad I got all of the crazy stuff out of my system when I was younger. So, but hopefully y'all enjoyed that reaction. This is Yella. This is Organically Speaking. Please, please, please like, share, and subscribe to my page. Let people know about it. I'm trying to grow. I'm up and open for any comments you guys may have, or anything you may want me to react on. Check it out. Show love. Show support. Don't wait till somebody get to the top, then say you love them. But please subscribe. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Peace.